welcome back to our channel, RealTing. I am Tara.
Hi, I'm Audrey, and we'll be recapping Roswell Season 2, Episode 5, I'll Stand By You. Okay, so we start off with a flashback. Young Max and Isobel looking for Michael. And it seems Michael has always been a wayward child from the beginning. They tell him they will be at the diner if he's ever looking for them because, you know, he keeps insisting, I don't need you people, I can deal by myself. It's all about me.
I'm a grown man. I can do all that all by myself. Okay, calm down.
So they just give up and tell him, okay, we'll be at the diner whenever you need us.
Yeah.
And they leave him. So then we get to present day. So Michael getting in trouble with his boss for fixing cars as favors. You know, he's tinkering around he's a mechanic tinkering around stuff, and I think he's fixing
Max's truck.
Yeah, and he says, you know, stop doing so many favors for people.
Yeah.
So Rosa is at home again with Liz and her father. So she's able to be in the open with her dad, which is good. That must be, you know, really good for them. Rosa suggests Liz move into Max's place, and they joke around, and ultimately she really wants the room for herself.
Yeah. She's like, I need the room to myself. Yes. I can't be with you.
She's not really thinking about...
I'm 32.
She's not
17.
She's not really thinking about Liz. She's thinking about herself.
Exactly.
Seems Rosa can electrically charge things as her DNA has altered because she did something and they figured out that she has some powers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rosa's scar is fading on her chest too from that handprint. Mm-hmm. And Liz is not sure if that's a good thing or not. So we'll see how that pans out.
Bye-bye, Birdie.
The whole group is in the caves checking on Max as the generator is down. So they're not sure what's going on with him. Rosa tells the others about Max shutting things down himself. She explains that she's been talking to Max, and they realize Max pulled his own plug.
Who would have thought it?
Yeah.
Like he actually was like, he's like, no, I don't want to be on life-saving machinery.
Yeah.
I'll just DNR.
Clear it out myself.
I'll DNR my own self.
Yeah. That's pretty good to have that choice.
Exactly.
DeLuca talks to Alex and knows everything. She admits to speaking to him, but not to the others. So at least now Alex is in. So now she speaks to Rosa and Alex. So she's getting slowly back. That's 2 down.
Yay.
How many more to go? So Liz back at the lab with Kyle. He thinks they need at least 8 weeks. She's not waiting that long because, you know, Max is now, the generator is not helping him. So he tells her she needs to find a way to say goodbye because he doesn't see this ended well.
The heart itself is so damaged that it can't regenerate itself. So like, even if she was to bring it back,
they're putting Noah's heart in.
Yeah,
but if Max's body is not able to sustain it,
but no, Noah's heart was also very much damaged.
Yeah, so that's why they need Max to be optimum so that he can deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael tells Isobel the final decision will be hers. She tells him he was always family and not just Max and her being family, but he was also a part of their family. They both admit to not wanting, that they both don't know what to do. Everybody's at a loss. They all want him to be better, and they don't know how to do it. And I think at that time, Isobel also...
I think him unplugging himself was enough of a thing to tell you, don't bother to plug me back in. I'm good, thank you. Like,
but Isobel...
I'm already dead.
Isobel used that time to bring Michael up to speed that she was pregnant, but Blueberry is no longer.
Yeah.
Yes. And that Max was with her when that happened, that he helped her through it.
And then Michael's like, well, I could have been there too.
Yeah, well, she can't really count on him too much.
Right, that's true.
So, yeah. Rosa joins Liz on the roof, you know, the rooftop where they go and sit. She confirms she still has the handprint, but it's fading. Liz not happy. Everyone else is dreaming about Max except her. Isobel saw Max, and Rosa has seen Max, and why is everybody else coming to him? He's coming to everybody else and not her.
Because sometimes you can't handle the truth of a situation. Like, sometimes it's better to find out through a secondary source rather than the source itself.
Yeah. DeLuca asks Alice why he's mad at her for talking to Michael. If he's mad at her for talking to Michael, for taking Michael. Because Michael used to be with Alex and now he's with DeLuca. And he says, well, I can't be upset for you loving Michael because I also love Michael. So I can understand why you would love him. So no, I'm not upset.
Don't you love a love triangle? I love it. I love a love triangle.
He tells her Michael keeps secrets to protect Max and Isobel, not because he doesn't love them. So, the fact that he keeps secrets, she can't really get too upset about because it's all about him protecting
the ones that he loves. Yeah.
DeLuca agrees that Michael pushes people away to protect them. Liz talks to Max in his pod. She can fix his heart. She's still insistent she can fix it, but she just can't accept that he dies. So she's just on a mission, and nobody can talk her from that. Isobel and Rosa talk about Max. Isobel wants to connect with Max through Rosa. And Rosa is like, I don't really want to do that. That's not a pretty place. I don't want to go. So what does Isobel do? She just knocks her out.
Right? She's like, I need to get into your mind so I can talk to Max.
Yeah.
And she has this book in her hand, and she's like, well, I already wanted to disconnect myself from Max, and Max is like, and then she's like, it's okay. And it's like, well, you realize I need to be asleep in order to connect to him. And she's like, I know. Poof! And then they wake up in this dream sequence.
Yeah, and they wake up in this void.
And the girl's like, what the hell? Why did you do that to me? Why did you?
Poor Rosa.
Why did you hit me in the head with a thesaurus?
And then she says, oh, well, wait a minute. This place looks different than the last time I was here. It's a lot more chaotic than it was. And then they hear music in the background and they start walking towards the sound.
And it was bits and pieces of it was bits and pieces of what he thought the plane crash or not plane,
their alien crash site.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And those pieces that he thought were there, and then also some memories at the moon cafe and all those things.
It was a mixture of a lot of things.
Yeah, and he just looked towed up.
Michael has a flashbacks. Max wanted to admit to murder because
when they were kids.
When they were younger, Max wanted to admit to Rosa's death, and Michael talked him out of it. They go back and forth on helping each other. They're always going back and forth doing things for each other. Michael says he never asked for Max and doesn't want to feel anything because he's feeling too much emotion and he's not an emotional guy. Liz shows up saying they plan to do the transplant tonight. And, all hands on deck. And Michael, of course, I know I'm not coming. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be involved in anything. I just want to be by myself now. And the music leads Isobel and Rosa to the crash site where they see deteriorating Max. And Max wants them to get away and not help him. He just wants them to leave. He's trying to convince them, like he did from the beginning, this is not a good idea, just leave me alone.
Right.
DeLuca wants to break into her mom's computer and ask Alex's for his help. He's trying to figure out what's in there, what she might want. Alex is also working with Kyle to help Liz. So everybody is trying to do different things, and a whole bunch of stuff is happening at the same time.
Yeah. Max
tells Isobel and Rosa he's sorry, but he can't keep going. Whatever they bring back won't be him, and it will be a broken shell of him, and he really doesn't want them to do it, but nobody is listening to him.
Nope.
They're all on their own mission.
It's that expression. In Jamaica, they use this expression. Those who don't listen have to feel.
Yeah.
So these are them. They will definitely be feeling what Max already did not tell them about 100 times. Don't bring me back. Don't play Frankenstein.
Yes.
Please don't do it. Oh no, I'm gonna bring you back. I love you. Okay.
Anyways, Michael is fixing Max's truck and has a flashback with the three of them, Liz, Michael, and Max, chatting.
At the 21st birthday, I think, yeah.
And Max was drunk, and, you know, all of them were trying to keep together. And his boss tells him that he has to have a new way of looking at things. Max talks about absorbing energy of death if he's resurrected.
Because like he picked up a little something from Rosa, like what when he brought her back. So they brought up some devilish energy from her
stuff. Yeah, he's afraid of hurting everyone. That whatever comes back will.
And then on top of that, like he also killed Noah, and Noah, he's not righted. So
Max has some negative stuff in him that he doesn't want to come back.
So these two negative energy people, he decided to resurrect, and now all of the energy is all up in him, and he's like, please don't do it.
Don't do it. Yeah. He's afraid of hurting everyone, and he tells Rosa, you know, you're going to be the one to stop them because they're not listening to anything I say. And when Rosa wakes up, she is trapped in the closet.
Right.
She's now tied up in the
closet.
Up. Yes. So Isobel tells Liz and Max what Max told her about expelling the dark energy. Isobel thinks that she can absorb that energy, so she will be the one to help to rescue Max, because even though this is going to happen and this dark energy is going to come out of him, she will absorb it, and then they'll all be good.
Yeah, okay.
Best laid plans. Yes. They are prepped and ready, but of course no Michael, because he already told them, I'm not coming. Kyle tells Isobel he's risking everything for her to have 1 minute with Max.
Right?
Like, really?
Like he's trying to say, you realize this is what it's doing to me and to everybody else in the room, just for you to have 1 minute with him. And she's like, that's exactly what I want.
Yeah, 1 minute is enough. 1 minute is enough.
It would be amazing. And it's like, seriously? Like, I thought reverse psychology would work for you, but I guess not.
No. She wants Max. Yeah. So Michael finally shows up and says it has to be the three of them. He gives Liz and Kyle an alien pacemaker. He's been busy because his boss said something that clicked something for him, and he put together a pacemaker. So that's fantastic. So they perform the surgery. The heart is working. They add the pacemaker, and then things start to crash.
Yeah. Like, and he actually went, like, flatline for, like, a good, 10, 20 minutes. Well, I don't know.
Well, not TV time.
TV time, that's true.
Yes. Yeah. So then Rosa shows up as Max flatlines, and Isobel goes into his head, so he's not alone, because Isobel thought, oh God, he's dying, I don't want him to be alone. So she went in to hold him and talk to him. While Rosa showed up, she got herself out of the closet, and she's there. So Rosa insists Kyle tries to revive him one more time, and Kyle puts the paddle on him, and she gives an extra charge from her hand, because she can now
and then it was like
pulse.
It was like almost like how like in some churches they have like the pastor that comes up to you, pushes you, and like the evil spirits release from your body.
Yes,
that was exactly what she did. She was like,
I can do this. Yes. She was able to give the pulse and got him going. So that was good. That was good. So then we see Liz laying on a bed with Max, and he's in a coma. Yeah. So I don't know if it's a medically induced coma.
Yeah, well, like she said, she said it's medically induced coma
to help his body get
until
stronger.
His heart is strong enough to handle it.
So Michael visits to check on the pacemaker, And Liz says Max will stay in that comatose state until he gets stronger. And Michael talks about his first memory and admits he only knows temporary love because he's not able to give love all the time. He expects everything to end, so he tries and end it before it happens.
Aww.
Liz hugs Rosa in appreciation as DeLuca shows up and sits with them. So she sort of let bygones be bygones. She hasn't said anything yet,
No.
but at least she is there.
For the moment, she's like, okay, let me forget that all of you guys are a bunch of liars. I love you, so I will be here for you, but yes. Don't think I'm not gonna mention it later.
Yes. Michael tells Max, who is in the coma, when he wakes up, he should consider them even because he just did a big thing for Max. So, you've always been there for me, but this trumps everything you've done, so we're even now.
Right.
Isobel is with Max when he wakes and jokes about Taylor Swift being president. So this is like 3 weeks later that
it was
so
funny.
Wakes up.
So he wakes up 3 weeks later, and he's like, what? And she's like, okay, so welcome back. You were in a coma for 7 years, and Taylor Swift is now president.
And he's like, what?
But he's just like, oh my god, why am I awake?
Yeah, he's just still upset. He doesn't understand why they didn't listen to him, and he's very angry. And they start fighting, and let's see. And she stops him and says, "We can be matching set, making life and death decisions like we're God."
Mm-hmm.
Because basically, Max makes life and death decision by bringing back Rosa.
Yeah. Mm.
And now she has done the same for him, so we can continue fighting here, and this is what.
Well, and that's the thing is that I think Max makes himself sound like a martyr. Like he's like, oh, I'm doing this for you, I'm doing that for you, I'm doing this for you, and it's like, no, we're all doing this together. Like, regardless, they still needed the three of them to do a part
together,
in order to
it's not just about him, and that's what Michael's saying too, because they're going back and forth. So our one-liners for this episode is the first one: how does any straight man survive you? And that's what Alex said to DeLuca when he was then
DeLuca's like, they don't. And I'm like, it's funny because what's his name Michael isn't exactly straight.
Yeah.
So
they might survive.
Yeah, they might survive because he's not straight, so it's okay.
Sometimes showing up is the most important thing, and that's what Alex said to Michael, and that's what he did. He did show up. So that got through to him. And Rosa, this was funny. She said, this bitch ass alien,
right?
Because the aliens are always messing her up,
right? They're always bamboozling the poor girl. Like she's like, oh, okay, and then it's like poof.
Yeah. And we have one more. This is an extra one this week when Michael said to the others when he showed up with the pacemaker, "My genius increases when I'm pissed off." So he was mad at all of them, but he got the genius idea to do the pacemaker. So anyways, that's it for season 2, episode 5 of Roswell.
Yes. I would like to say thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment.
Be safe,
kind, and loving. Bye.